Hey everybody, this is TJR. Last night I watched Dune Part 1 on HBO Max. And all I can say is pretty freaking amazing. I want to state for the record here that I've never read the book. I have seen the David Lynch movie adaptation. David Lynch is one of my favorite filmmakers of all time. And of course, this is the movie that he doesn't like to talk about. Also, I've seen the sci-fi miniseries that adapts the book as well. And while I've never read the book, I can honestly say this is not just a great science fiction movie, but just a great movie. And a good example I would use is, say, The Dark Knight. Before it's a great superhero film, before it's a great comic book adaptation or a great Batman film, which it's all of those, it's just a great movie. It strives to be a great movie first. This film is the same way. It strives to be a great movie first. And it also just happens to be a great science fiction movie. And I have heard individuals who have read the book say that this is also the best adaptation of this book to film. So I'll take their word for it. This is not going to be any kind of in-depth review here. Maybe after the second half comes out, I might be able to do something a little bit more in-depth about it. But just a few quick takeaways. The first thing I would say is that if you compare it to, say, the David Lynch version, which I've seen a couple of times, it has to compact a lot of information into a very short time frame. And yet the movie seems to move just really slow. And it's really hard to grasp the characters, the character relationships, the political relationships. It seemed very hard to grasp all that on the first viewing. This film, of course, has the advantage of only doing half of the book and having more time to do it in. Yet it doesn't move slow. And another takeaway I would say is that if I was teaching a film class, I would use this film with the David Lynch adaptation to kind of show how you communicate a lot of information with very little. A good example is the main character, Paul Atreides. He has this friend who is this warrior. His name is Duncan. And in just a few moments of just character conversation and interaction, you really learn everything you need to know about the relationship between these two characters. The same holds true for Paul Atreides' relationship with his father and his mother. A few well-placed lines, a few strong interactions, emotional interactions with these characters, and you know what you need to know about these characters. Also, the film opens with coming from the Fremen perspective, and it just very quickly and easily explains the whole relationship between the Fremen and the Arconians so that you can better understand the relationship with the Emperor and them, and House Atreides and the Emperor and the Harkonnens. And it just seems to explain it so much better with minimal effort. And I think that I would use these two films if I was teaching a course in films in how to get around explaining a lot of complex relationships between a lot of characters and societies with very little information. Just really quickly, efficiently, just by how people react against each other and just a few lines of dialogue. I think it was just amazing how well this film kept accomplishing that simple task over and over again as I watched it. But those are some of the takeaways that I have, just the first takeaways I have about it. Really well cast. Everybody's great in their roles. Special effects are impressive. And they're always framed up against a reference, a visual reference, to let you feel the scale of it. But the special effects are always there to serve the story and not the other way around. So yeah, just an impressive visual film. I understand that the plan is for 3 films, but hopefully, just at least we get the second half. From what I've heard, Warner Brothers is behind doing the second half, so keeping my fingers crossed for that. The filmmaker's intention is to, of course, do 3 films. The first 2 being Dune, parts 1 and 2, and the third one, of course, being Dune Messiah. So let's just keep our fingers crossed, hope that happens. I was very impressed with this film. I thought it was just amazing. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. As always, if you like what I'm doing here, be sure to click like, as that is the best way that the YouTube algorithm recognizes me. Also, I would love it if you click subscribe, and if you would hit that bell notification icon so that you never miss a video. I want to thank my powerful and mighty patron supporters who are helping me to make more videos. If you'd like to become a powerful and mighty patron supporter, please go to patreon.com/TJR the original. And if you can't become a patron supporter, that's okay. You can just click like and show your support that way. That helps a great deal. Also, you can share these videos with anyone that you think might be interested in watching them. Looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all stay safe and healthy. Bye-bye.